Good morning, students. Welcome back to the chemistry class. So in the last class we have learned the electronic configuration, how to form the electronic configuration of any given element, and we have also studied the S block elements, P block elements, D block elements and F block elements. We also know what are the name given to the S block elements, P block, D block and F block, right? So now directly we are coming to the properties of metals and non-metals and metalloids. Okay, now these are the periodic table consists of metal, non-metal and metalloids and also gases. So now the properties of metals, let us directly come to the properties of metals. Okay, starting from the first point. Among the known elements 78 to 80% are metals. Okay, you know the S block, the D block and the F block is consisting of metals. So the metals are in abundance in the periodic table. Okay, now the next point, metals are on the left hand side, metals are placed on the left hand side of the periodic table. This PD means periodic table. Okay, so metals are placed on the left hand side of the periodic table. Okay, next point, metals are solid at room temperature, that is at 27 degrees centigrade. The room temperature is 27 degrees centigrade. Okay, the metals are solid at room temperature, generally they are solid at room temperature, but Hg, that is mercury, mercury is an exception. Mercury is found in the liquid state. Okay, it is present in the liquid state. Okay, metals are also hard. Okay, they are very hard, they cannot be broken down into pieces with your hand. Okay, you cannot break metals with your hand. Okay, so metals are hard. The exceptions are cesium and sodium. Cesium and sodium are exception. Okay, whereas cesium is the softest metal among all the metals. Cesium is the softest metal. Okay, you can cut it down with the knife, with the help of knife. Okay, now sodium is highly reactive metals. Among all the metals, sodium is highly reactive metal. Okay, sodium, when it comes in contact with moisture or oxygen, it create blast. Okay, it blasts in the atmosphere. So sodium is kept in kerosene oil. Okay, it is not kept in the air. Okay, now metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. You have studied this in earlier classes that metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. They allow heat and electricity to flow through them. Okay, now another property, metals have some property like ductility, sonority and malleability. You know what ductility means? Ductility means that metals could be converted into, they can be drawn into wires. Sonority means they will produce sound when strike with another metal or non-metal. Okay, when strike with another object, they will create a sound. And what does malleability means? Malleability means that they could be converted into thin sheets by hammering. By hammering a metal, you can convert the metals into thin sheets. Okay, now metallic property increases from top to bottom. When we move from top to bottom in the periodic table, the metallic property increases. So the lithium is the first metal in the periodic table. So the lithium have the least metallic properties, and while francium in the same group. Okay, in the same group, add same group in the last, same group. So when moving from top to bottom in the same group, the metallic property increases. So the lithium has the least metallic properties, and francium has the highest metallic properties. Right, now another point, metallic property decreases when we move from left to right. So along the period, while you are moving from left to right, the metallic property decreases. That is, on the left hand side, on the extreme left hand side, you will find the metal, and on the extreme right hand side, you will find the non-metal. Okay, just exclude the group of noble gases, that is inert gases. Just exclude the noble gases group. Okay, except the noble gases group, you will find the non-metals on the extreme right hand side. Fine. Now let us come directly to the non-metals, the properties of non-metals. Okay, let us study the properties of non-metals. non-metals, there are nearly 12 elements which are non-metals. Okay, there are nearly 12 elements in the periodic table which are non-metals. Okay, now non-metals are placed on the right hand side of the periodic table. You all know non-metals are placed on the right hand side of the periodic table. Okay, these are solids or gases at room temperature. Non-metals are solids or gases at the room temperature. Okay, one example is hydrogen. Hydrogen is the gas at the room temperature, and it is also a non-metal. Okay, but it is placed in the S block element. So don't get confused that hydrogen is metal or non-metal. Definitely hydrogen is a non-metal. Okay, now the non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. You all know this. Okay, the non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. They do not allow heat or electricity to flow through them. Okay, the non-metals do not allow heat and electricity to flow through them. Okay, now mostly non-metals are brittle. What are brittle? You know, brittle means soft elements. Brittle means soft element. The only exception is diamond. Diamond is the hardest substance, hardest non-metal. Okay, diamond is made up of carbon and it is hardest. Okay, now these are neither malleable nor ductile. You know, non-metals cannot be converted into sheets, nor they can be drawn into wires. Okay, another property, that these have low melting point and boiling point. Non-metals have low melting point and boiling point. Okay, boron and carbons are exception. Okay, boron and carbon need high melting and boiling point. Okay, and to the opposite of this point, in the metals, metals have high melting point and boiling point. Just add the new point here, that metals have high melting point and high boiling point. Fine. And another point which we have mentioned in the metal in the properties of metals, and in the not mentioned here in the non-metals, that is the properties, the non-metallic properties will decrease when we move from right to left. When we move from right to left, the metallic property, the non-metallic property decreases. Fine. Now coming to the metalloids. Metals and non-metals in the periodic tables are separated by a zigzag line running horizontally. Okay, you will see, when you will see the periodic table, there is one zigzag line drawn like this. Okay, there is one zigzag line drawn in the periodic table. This is the line which separates the metals and non-metals, and just on this line there are elements placed, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony and tellurium. Okay, these are elements placed on this line. So metals and non-metals are separated by these metalloids. Okay, so what does metalloids means? These elements have properties of both metals and non-metals. Fine. So metalloids have the properties of both metals and non-metals. So we have completed the properties of metals and non-metals. Fine.